Good afternoon. This is the old captain. We're here at Wallace Dam on the Oconee River. The Oconee River, we have Oconee Lake to our north and Sinclair Lake to our south. We've got a very special guest with us today. This man is certainly no stranger to the CAG Forum. He's been around for a long time, and we're just honored to have Bill Phone Warder with us today. Joining Bill to my left and to his right is Joe Silver King Scarlett, hailing from Warner Robins, Georgia. On Bill's left is the ever popular Big Bird Strickland, along with the ultimate carp hound, Maximus Relaximus. And then to my far right is Tim Cool Dad Gill, commonly known as the purveyor of the, dare I say it, plug of perfection. We're here today to celebrate Bill being with us, and we've had a wonderful time, and we're going to ask Bill just a few questions. So this is kind of a question and answer session. We thought you would enjoy it, and we hope that you do. Joe, how about it? What have you got for Bill?
Well, I'd like to see, when did you catch your first carp?
Okay, Joe, I caught my first carp when I was probably 11 or 10 years old, and I absolutely hated it. I had two uncles that were drunk, and they were commercial fishermen on the Missouri River, and they had contracts to fill in Nebraska. And we ran 700 hook commercial fish lines, and my job was to pull those fish out of the water and throw them in the bottom of the boat and get them up to Rouleau, Nebraska, where they sold them in the markets. That was my very first carp that I can remember.
Okay.
My first sporting fish was probably maybe in 1958, I'd say, probably the year I graduated from high school.
Joe, did you have any other questions?
What's made you stick with carp fishing so long?
Joe, I probably came back to carp fishing as a sport fish. I think they are probably the strongest freshwater fish we have, short of salmon and maybe the striper fishing, but I can't do boats. I don't do boats very well, so I had to have a bank fishing sport, and carp are by far the best bank fish there is to catch for somebody who's not going to take them home and eat them.
Okay. Bill, I've got a question for you. Why are you here? Why are you in Georgia? Certainly we always say come see us, but why would you make your way all the way from Missouri, as I call it, Missouri, as you call it?
Well, you know, I have a daughter in Georgia, and I came to visit my daughter, and long before the final decision was made, I made arrangements to be able to come see you guys, because there's nobody in all of CAG-dom that a guy would rather fish with if he was a fun fisherman, didn't have to do it seriously, enjoyed the day, enjoyed good company. Georgia's a place to come.
That's very kind. Tim, I'm sure you've got a question or two for Bill. What would you like to ask him?
Well, first I'd like to say how great it is to see you today, and it's been an honor, sir, to meet you.
Thank you for inviting me, you guys.
And I want to know that now that the camera's running up, it's just run out of my mind. But I want to know how come it's taking so long for you to come see us?
You know, I came to see the captain before the Georgia crew really started, but it is mostly the fact, just a matter of circumstances. Generally, in the Midwest, we travel from north to south with great ease. You know, I would go to Texas, and I would go to Oklahoma, and I would go to Illinois with no trouble. But for some reason, Georgia, along with Maine, seemed like the end of the world when you want to get down here. And it just took me a while to come down and see you guys, especially wanted to come see you after you got this wonderful group started in the strength that the old captain has now gotten it going. I really enjoyed Georgia, and I've truly enjoyed today.
Well, Big Bird, it's no secret that fish have been caught today. I know I've caught a couple. Tim's caught one, you've caught one, Joe's caught one, but I don't believe Bill caught a fish. Do you have any questions for Bill?
Well, first off, again, I think it is an honor to get to meet the man on CAG who absolutely knows everything but can't prove it. So I just want to know what would you contribute to the fact that you have not caught a fish today?
You know, when I came this morning, I knew you knew I could catch carp. So I set a standard between me and the fish that if they wasn't going to give me a 20 or 25, I'd just as well not spend my time.
Well, Bill, here, for the next time you come down here, I want you to have this.
Oh, a special presentation. Folks, history has been made. Tim Gill has just presented Bill Phone Warder with his very own plug of perfection.
We are not worthy.
We
are not worthy.
And those of you who are on CAG who've worried about it, I shall have this scientifically analyzed no later than next Thursday.
And
Thank you, Tim.
And folks, the main thing, we do have a wonderful time. And as always, what we would like to ask you to do is to come see us. Thank you very much. This is WKORN with the voice of KORN signing off.